Hello, once again, treasure seekers and fortune finders, and welcome back to another action-packed adventure of AG coins and pay dirts. Guess what, everybody? We have a hunt on our hands today. So, I was able to bag 2 boxes today, a box of quarters and a box of nickels. My original intentions for the hunt was hoping upon hope to get some 2020 uncirculated quarters and get a box of circulated nickels. Well, that didn't happen. I did, however, get reverse of what I was looking for. So I got a box of circulated quarters and a box of uncirculated nickels. So I took the nickels back and exchanged them for a box of circulated, and I kept my box of circulated quarters. What we're hoping is we can still find a nice 2020 West Point or even some silver in this. Now, I don't expect a lot out of 1 box of quarters, and I'm not going to be able to pick up another box tomorrow. So I'm not going to be able to do 2 boxes of quarters. So if this ends up a bust, we'll go on to the nickels and have a double denomination hunt. What I'm hoping, though, is that this one is loaded and we can have 2 videos. But if not, we have a backup. So, I'm going to get this shut down. We're going to break the first roll and let's see what we got. Will it be hot? Only time will tell. I will see y'all back here shortly, everybody. Alright, everybody. Roll number 1. I am going to open on camera for everyone, just because we have a nice 2020 right here, and maybe this will be the West Point we're looking for. Now, after this one's done, you won't see me again unless we have a find. Just in case we had to break into the nickel box, I don't want this video to go over too bad and use a lot of my space. I'm really running low on space, so I need to clear some things up. Unfortunately, I haven't got it done yet. So roll number 1, and it doesn't look like we have any silver. Let's layer out and see what we got. I do, however, see some nicer quarters that maybe we might have a West Point. Philly there, Denver. The Harpers Ferry will definitely check for the double die reverse. No West Points, it looks like here. Flip her over and make sure. No, it's not looking good for the home team on this one. Now, let's check our Weir farm. Do we have that elusive 2020? Philly. We have a Salt River. And look at how beautiful this one is. Philly. We have a Philly Salt River here. Oh, wow. Now this would be one. I haven't found one of this yet. So here we have the Marsh Billings Rockefeller. This would be one I'm definitely looking for a West Point. But a Philly. That gives me good hope. So if we can find a few of those, maybe we can bag a Rockefeller. And both Philly and Denver. So nothing in this roll, guys. That Rockefeller has me excited. Maybe we can find the Rockefeller. I'm only missing this one and the new Tallgrass Prairie to complete my first set. So that would be an amazing find. I'm going to get this shut down, everybody. We will see you back here soon. Alright, guys, we are now through 10 rolls. No double dies yet, but I did find 2 varieties. Now, these are 2 of the more common varieties and ones that I already have, but since they are a little nicer, we're going to keep them. What we have here is the 2005 Philly In God We Rest Air. Unfortunately, the T is a little more visible than I would originally like to see. Although the condition of the quarter is okay. So not horrible. Some scratches. It has seen circulation, but still not a very horrible quarter at all. I have about 5 of these, and if they're in any kind of condition whatsoever, I will definitely put it up. This one actually looks like it has had a mild cleaning at some time. But since it's not nothing major, and then we have the 2016 Harpers Ferry. And what we're looking at here is the double die in the window. If y'all can see the doubling here and here. Now there is a ton of different double dies on this particular quarter, and I've not searched it and found it yet. I will let y'all know exactly at the end which double die we have. I have one right now out to Wexler's been attributed. So I believe I found a new discovery in this one. I will know within a few days whether I did or not. And I'll try to get that in this video. I can't promise I will because I don't know when it'll come through. But we most definitely have a DDR here. So guys, let's hit another 10. See if we can't find that West Point or silver. We'll be back. Hello everybody, and finally, we are back for something. Roll number 39, we are about done with the box. I was looking really bleak on this box. And then what should appear? And look, I've lost it already. I could have swore I seen it. I did see it. Right here. I know it's hard for y'all to see. We got a West Point. Now, we already know that this is a 2019 because it doesn't have the preview mark. But what did we get? War in the Pacific, West Point. Oh, I'm so happy. It does have circulation on it, but that is absolutely okay. We have found 2 more Harper Ferry double die reverses. I didn't bring you in for those because they're fairly common. So when I get them figured out exactly which ones it is, I'll make sure to show everybody. Until then, roll number 39, only 11 to go. Can we get one more West Point? Can we find that elusive 2020? Alright guys, I certainly hope so. We'll be back. Alright everybody, as you can see, we've got the nickels ready to hunt. The quarters is done, and although we had a few finds, I wasn't exactly happy with the hunt. I went back to the bank today. My intentions was to get another box of quarters, but the lobbies has closed again. So, I wasn't able to get another box of quarters and do another quarter hunt as I'd originally suspected, so we are going to go into the nickels. But a little recap of what we found in this quarter box. Now, we did find a few finds, most of them being the Harpers Ferry, the double die reverses. We found the WDDR 91, WDDR number 6, WDDR 44, WDDR 75. And the reason I kept all of these, even though some was more minor, is that they are all uncirculated, mint state condition. Therefore, I was going to keep those. I wouldn't have kept them if they'd had any kind of circulation on them. But fortunately, they are all in beautiful condition, so we will save those. There's not much of a premium in these. They are fairly prominent. They're very easy to find, so that it's not like it's anything that's unattainable. You can open a roll today and find one in these today very easily. As you see, we found 4 of them. I actually found 6, but threw 2 back in circulation because they had circulation damage to them. So that's what's up with these. Another very easy one to find is the Alaska Extra Claw, the die chip in the claw. I found 2 of those this hunt and threw them back because they had circulation. I do have a habit of putting back uncirculated condition coins that has some kind of minor area. But then we found a 2019 West Point Guam, War in the Pacific. That was definitely a good find of the hunt. And I found another In God We Rest. And now, as you can see, this one is also a fairly decent shape. As you can see, the T is missing. It's a little more prominent than I'd like it to be, but we do have some scratching. This has seen circulation, but this is one that if I find that has a pretty nice grease strike in the T, I will keep even with circulation damage, just because I really like these. Not only that, but the G is starting to get the grease filled too, and I haven't got one like that. So that's why we kept that one. And that, my friends, was the quarter hunt. Could have been much better, could have been much worse. We're hoping for some silver or buffaloes or even some double dyes or RPMs out of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down, start the hunt, and when we have something, I'll bring yous back. All right, everybody, we are back. And this is roll number 12, and it definitely looks like we might have a silver here. So let's check this out. 1945, absolutely 100% silver. What mint do we have? San Francisco mint mark. I will certainly take it. First silver of the hunt, come in a nickel, but I am not complaining whatsoever. Roll number 12 gives us our first find of the nickels. Can we catch some more silver in this hunt? We are hoping so. I am thrilled to have found this one. All right, guys. Hopefully, we'll be back with another one of these soon. Well, everybody, that box was quite a disappointment in itself. I'm still not completely satisfied with this hunt. As far as monetary value goes, or anything having any worth, the 2019 West Point War in the Pacific and the one war nickel is all we've pulled out of a box of quarters and a box of nickels. I did, however, find a 1942, a absolute gorgeous 1967, and a 1941, all in uncirculated condition, that every one will upgrade my book. So, I'm definitely found a few to upgrade my book. I am happy with that, but still, I'm pleased with our first hunt back. So, what do we do to rectify that situation? We hunt one more box. Guys, this is the last one I can hunt. The banks are not open today, and I would like to get the video produced today or tomorrow, but we definitely have another box of circulated nickels. I couldn't get quarters. She had uncirculated quarters. I got 3 rolls. They were Marsh Billings. Every one of them, no W. So, no more quarters this week, maybe next week or the week after. But nothing else, we've got another box of nickels to hunt. Maybe we can pull some good silver or a rarity out of this one. Alright guys, I'm going to shut this down. We're going to start the hunt. I will see you next time we have a find. Alright guys, I opened number 11 and I seen something rather interesting. Right here. I know y'all, it's hard to catch it on my screen. Let's see if I can lighten it up. But we have a 1968S. And not only a 1968S, but this is absolute gorgeous. Now there is some nicking on the bust, but that is one beautiful nickel. Look at that, guys. That is absolute gorgeous. When I first opened it up, I thought we had an older proof. This is a circulated mint 1968 Jefferson nickel, but it is gorgeous. Now, As you can see, there is some slight nicking on the cheek. It has been in circulation. This would still be a medium low mint state coin. Definitely will upgrade what I have in my book. But that wasn't the only one. When we come over here, see this one sticking out and shining? Let's see what year we have here. Here we have a 1976. And if y'all can't tell, that is a mint state coin. That one looks amazing. Oh, what a beauty. Now this I know will definitely upgrade the book. The steps has some wear that's to be expected. Not a full step, but look at this beauty. Awesome. And as y'all can see, I am touching it, but it is by the edges. This is definitely just about to go in the book. I can promise you that. Look at that absolute gorgeous coin. So I found another two to upgrade the book in roll number 11. Now that really gets me excited. I love when I'm finding mint state, especially older coins. That looks like that might be it on that. If I do find anything else in this roll, I'll bring you back, but that got me excited. Those are some absolute gorgeous coins and will look good in my book. All right, guys, I'll be back. All right, guys, roll number 25, and we've got a few here that look silver. This one right there. Nope, that's not silver. And then there's another one right here that looks silver. Yep, that one definitely is silver. 1945, what mint do we have? Philly. And this one has some environmental damage to it, but it is a silver war nickel. Definitely nice find on that. Second one of the second box, roll 25. As you can see, this one just has some environmental damage causing discoloration on the ring. That is all I saw out of that one, but extremely happy to find another silver in this lot. All right, let's see if we can find some more. All right, guys, roll number 31, and I see something that's rather interesting. Right there. A 1955? Now, if it's the 55D, I've got one, but the 1955 Philly is a semi-key date in the series. I've got the D, I've got the S. I am definitely missing the Philly. The mint mark is on the reverse by the Capitol building. So did we get the semi-key date? Oh, finally. That is so awesome, guys. I've been looking for this one for quite some time. This is a semi-key date and one I currently don't have in the book. So, not silver, but still a great find. I would have liked it to be a little better condition, but we can put it in the book and hopefully upgrade it later. I'm not seeing anything else that catches my attention as of right now, but I am definitely thrilled over the 1955. Nice 1978 Denver. Let's see if that'll upgrade the book. So, there's another find. 1955 semi-key date of the series. One I currently don't have, so one closer to filling that book. Alright, guys, let's see if we can't find just one more. Give me something else, baby. Well, everybody, roll number 50 gives us at least one more find. And this is something, to me, that is even rarer than silver in my rolls. That is a foreign nickel. A Canadian nickel. Now, guys, I don't see much Canadian nickels. I do catch every now and then. We catch a few Canadian pennies. I have had a few Canadian quarters, but very rarely do I get a Canadian nickel. So this is kindly cool. I know it's foreign and I could actually just add it right back to circulation, but that's not what we're going to do today. I've been saving all the foreign for my son, and I'm going to tell you, it's the cutest thing. He'll put all his foreign coins in his hand and go, I got the whole world in my hands. So really sweet, really cool. Love it when he does that. But this one's going to be put up. Now, I do have a few left to check for double dies and RPMs. Not a lot. Seeing as how I generally don't find any kind of varieties ever on nickels. I don't expect much. I did find a 2004 P double die obverse, but the condition was just so lousy that I put it back in circulation. We're going to check these. If nothing else, I'll catch you at the wrap up. All right, guys, we return, and possibly for the last time of this hunt. I would sure like to have had another box, but I don't think that's going to happen. But we did find a little surprise in our last box. And now I know, looking at this right here, it's really hard to tell that we have anything, but I'll shed a little light on the subject here in just a second. When I originally saw this one, you can just see splits in the serif right there. Now let's add 90 times magnification to this. And then you really, really start to see the splits in the serifs. Now, it's hard to catch it here until, and I just saw right there, because nickels have a bad habit about casting shadows. I've got my little external light right here. And right there, she comes in amazing. As you can see, we've got a major split in the top serif here. And then we've got... So what we have here is a 1961 RPM number 1 D over D North. Very cool. Really the first one I found. And now, I generally wouldn't keep anything other than cherry pickers, but this nickel actually doesn't have a lot of wear. For a 1961, it's not super beat up. It really has a nice clean strike on it. The letters isn't really mushy. In my opinion, it would grade a good XF45. So we will definitely be keeping this one and putting it back. Just because, for one, I don't find many varieties in nickels. Number two, the condition of this is overall really nice. Completely unexpected. But there we go. There it is in its full glory. As you can see, it has seen some circulation wear, but not horrible. It still has really crisp details to it. So this one will most certainly be put back. 1961 RPM 1 D over D North. But let's go into the final wrap up, why don't we? The box of quarters provided 4 2016 Philly Mint Harpers Ferry DDRs. We got another 2005 Kansas In God We Rust error. Finally, last but certainly not least, 2019 West Point Guam War in the Pacific. Yet again, some circulation damage to it. As you can see, we still have really good cartwheel luster. This wouldn't make mint state because of the nicks on the coins, even though it's just full of luster. The strike is nice. I believe this would go in AU55 because it has seen circulation damage. Box 1 of the nickels provided one 1945 S Silver War nickel. Yep, that was it. Box number 2 provided one 1945 Philly Silver War nickel, one 1994 Canadian nickel, and last but certainly not least, and probably my favorite of the hunt just because I don't find many varieties in nickels, a 1961 Denver Mint D over D RPM number 1. So, it took us a little while to get there, guys, but we finally made it to the end. Although I wish the hunt was a little better, I can't really complain. I'm very happy. It would have been nice to really find one of those 2020s, but as a hunt overall, I think we did fairly well. I really hope y'all's enjoyed this, and we will see yous again on the next adventure, Treasure Seekers. Until then, may your pans be full, your smiles be golden, your clouds be silver-lined, and your pennies be copper. Until next adventure.